Hey guys, Navy17 here. Um, I guess, you guys already know this isn't gonna be a positive video. It's gonna be the complete opposite of that, from the title. Yeah, I just got back from my, dad's house, and we do this, about every month, at the end of every month, and my, dad has a dog, or at least used to. And yeah, his name was Toby. And yeah, I just had to set my stuff down and record something just to get this off my chest because it's so hard to process just the death of a family member or someone close to you or a pet or something like that. Like that hasn't happened to me in a long time, and it's just insane. Just it happening, like it just didn't feel real. Like it didn't feel like my dog actually died. I mean, I know he's dead. It's just it's like it's impossible to process just what happened, and it's just insane. I can't. It's just I can't describe what's going through my head right now. Just about the situation and what's been going on lately. But yeah, the story goes like this. So, uh, I wake up from my bed. I wanted to use the bathroom, but I think the door was locked for some reason. I had like a room in the garage that my dad built for me, and the door was locked, so, I called him on my phone. He went and unlocked the door, and I went and used the bathroom, and I came back. My dad wanted me to go back to sleep because it was like 5 in the morning, and yeah, I went back to sleep. So, when I woke up, I heard my dad, yelling, and, crying, and, I think he might have been yelling, my dog's name, Toby. It's kind of hard to remember, but, I mean, it happened this morning. I don't know how, but, yeah. I thought I was laughing because of, like, the tone of his voice. It's like the same when he cries and laughs. It's kind of similar, and I got confused, and plus I was just waking up from that, so I wasn't still, like, I wasn't fully awake. I was you know groggy, or I don't know what the term is. I was just like tired. When you wake up, you're not in you're not like aware of everything. So I just interpreted it as laughing, and then I think I kept hearing him like screaming and crying, and I think that's when I heard his name being called, and I got out, and he was holding him, and he went inside, and the next thing that happened just probably scarred me for life. I saw him holding him. I don't think. I think he was. I mean, I think he was still alive, but he set him down on the floor, and I just saw life fading away from him. I just saw him die. It was crazy. Like, I couldn't even process what was going on. Like, I didn't cry or anything. I just was speechless. I just looked in horror as the corpse of my pet dog was just sitting there on the floor. And yeah, I just couldn't process the situation. It was crazy. Like, it didn't feel like it happened. It felt like it was a dream. It just felt like nothing, like none of it happened. But at the same time, simultaneously, I knew and I was aware that it was happening. It was crazy. It's like a feeling I've never felt before in my life, or at least I haven't felt in a long time. And I mean a long time, like a decade ago, or like maybe not a decade ago, like actually yeah, a decade ago probably. But yeah, it's just a feeling I haven't felt in a long time, or I've felt my first time ever in my life. And yeah, he was peeing on the floor like slightly because when you die, it releases all like your liquids and your solids and stuff like that from your body, and that's what happens to your body. Like parts of your like brain or parts of your body like shut down, and you release like all of like any liquids you're holding in, like pee, poop, like or any solids. It could be tears, I think. But yeah, he was peeing. I'm guessing he didn't need a poop, but yeah, he was peeing on the floor. And, I just thought of everything of what was going on. And yeah, I just saw him there. He was just dead. I knew it because he was peeing there. He was just, well, he wasn't peeing, obviously, because he was dead, but it was, like coming out of his body. He was releasing it because he was dead. And my like, everyone's crying except for me because I just couldn't process it. And, like, I just couldn't interpret it like everyone else was. It was just crazy. I was in, like, a semi, like, tired, aware, and, like, dream state. It felt very odd, but yeah, my sister was screaming, telling them to call the vet. And they just kept telling my sister that Toby was dead. And it's crazy. I mean, even talking about it right now, just remembering it, it's like it never happened, but it did. And seeing that in person just changes you. Just seeing life fading out of a living thing, it was insane. It's just you can't describe the feeling. You just can't. It's just like a state of mind that where you think of, like, you interpret it like when something dies. It's just, I couldn't process it. Like, logically, I just wasn't really aware of the situation. And it was insane just seeing that he was dead. But yeah, he picked him up, and his neck, like, his head, like, fell down. Like, it was like, I think his, like, neck went limp or something like that. Like, he just couldn't move because he was dead. And yeah, at that point, I was certain he was dead. He couldn't move his at all. Like his head just went on the side when my dad was holding him upright. And yeah, he was completely dead. He was just gone. And it's crazy. I'm never gonna forget about it. Like, until the day I die. Like, this is something I'm gonna remember for the rest of my life. Like, for the short time I been with him, like, for 2 or 3 years, like, just the short times I would go and visit him, like, once every month, he just he brought so much joy in my life, and he was always excited when we came to the house. He would jump around. He would bark. He would go. He was so excited whenever we came, and that I just didn't see it coming at all. I didn't see it coming at all. I didn't know he would die that day, and it scarred me for life. It's just crazy. But yeah, I went back in my room just thinking about just me petting him and just what it was like the day before. And yeah, I just bawled my eyes out. I was just crying like crazy. I couldn't stop. And they came back from the vet, and yeah, they put him in like a box. They put him in a box, and they I think they had like tape or some latches or something on it so it would stay closed. And yeah, his body was in there. So yeah, after a bit, we talked about him and everything like that, just next to the box. And my dad was making a cross in the garage with like two wood sticks. And yeah, he was drilling them together to make a cross. And he had a hole buried for him when he died. He buried a hole when we were inside. And yeah, we were just there, and he dug the hole out already, like right after he died, I think. Well, when I was inside with my sister, after they came back. And yeah, he put him in there. He put the dirt over it, and yeah, he couldn't put the cross into the dirt because it wasn't pointed at the end. So he went back to the garage to to sharpen the end so that he could stick it into the ground and hammer it in, and they wrote his name on it and everything like that. I have a picture of it now on screen, and I also posted it on my Instagram, which is on my About page. You guys can check out the post on there if you want. But yeah, he just dug his grave for him. He prayed for him, and we put flowers there. They put candles, and yeah, that was what happened to Toby. It's just insane. I felt like I was responsible, or I could have at least changed something to prevent it. But I was thinking if I went to sleep earlier, I could have woken up. I could have gone to the front yard. I probably would have gone to the front yard with Toby when my dad took him out. And yeah, I was thinking maybe I could have I don't know, yelled his name out, or I could have made him change directions or something. It was just, thinking of those things was just ridiculous. It's not my fault. It's my dad's fault for not having him on a leash. And yeah, I don't know why he didn't have him on a leash, or maybe he did. I don't know. But from the information that I've gathered, I'm pretty sure he wasn't on a leash. And yeah, it's just crazy. just, like, when it happened, like, I think Toby was chasing like a bird or something, and it went on the road, and then a driver ran over Toby and the bird, and it didn't crush him or anything. He looked perfectly fine, except for, like, I think a tire mark that went over him, or something like that, or like maybe like kind of like like when like the fur separated. There was no blood or anything, but yeah, he was dead. It went over him, and yeah, he was dead. It was crazy. It's just hard to talk about. But yeah, we thought about him basically for the rest of the day. My sister was crying like the entire day. I just had to find a way to just not like think about it so that it wouldn't remind me of, what happened, because you have to move on at one point, because crying isn't going to bring him back. Like, you can't bring him back. We couldn't prevent it. Like, you can't escape death, and death comes for all of us. Death is inevitable. It's just a way of, it's just a part of life. It happens to all of us, and it's going to happen to all of us. Like, I don't know what else to say. It's just crazy. Like, that's the way he died. He just got ran over, and we couldn't do anything to save him. I mean, my dad could have put him on a leash. He could have put him on a leash, but as soon as he stepped on the road, he couldn't really do anything. It was either he would die, like, it was either they would both die, or the dog would die. It's just their natural instincts. They just chase after things. Like the dogs, they just chase after like any like animals that move, that they think they could catch. It's just not like natural to them. And yeah, I cried when I was going back to my mom's house. And yeah, it's just hard to think about. Well, the lesson of the video is, like, if you've had anybody close to you die, like a friend or a family member, just know that if you weren't a direct cause of the death, if you didn't physically kill them, and it was like an accident, then you weren't responsible at all. It just happened, and yeah, you can't prevent death. It's inevitable. It's gonna happen to all of us at one point in life, and yeah, you can't escape death. It's just the circle of life. And today, on March 28, 2021, my pet Toby, my pet dog Toby, died. For like I said before, for the short time I spent with him, he's brought so much joy to my life, and now he's gone. Now he's in a grave, miles away from where I am right now, and we couldn't do anything to help him. It was impossible for a little dog like that to survive. Like something so tragic, just being ran over. It was just a little chihuahua, it's just crazy seeing life fading out, like out of a human being or a animal, really anything, and it's crazy just what happened. I hope I never see that ever again. I mean, it's gonna happen eventually, but I hope I don't see anything like that ever. Like at least not like at least I just don't want to see that ever again. Just seeing someone close to me die from an accident, just life fading out of that, like their body, and just they're so going somewhere else, like they just leave, they're just gone, they're in a different place, or maybe they're nowhere. It could be anywhere. Maybe he's in a different dimension. Maybe he got reborn into a different animal. Maybe he went to heaven. Who the hell knows where he is now? But yeah, I lost a friend, and yeah, he was really close to me. I knew he loved me, and I loved him too. And that's what I wanted to discuss in this video. So, yeah. Just everybody out there, if you're struggling with anything, you can fight through it. I know it sounds like I don't care or anything. Like I'm just like I just have like the most monotone voice ever, and it's just amplified when I'm sad, and like just myself. Like I just have a pretty like uninteresting voice. Like you would probably get bored out of your mind hearing me in person or with a good mic. But yeah, I'm telling you, like if you guys are struggling with anything, just you'll fight through with it. And if you don't, then you can, then hopefully you'll be at peace someday. I honestly don't really know what to say. It's just insane what happened today. It's just undescribable, the pain of seeing someone like die that was really close to you. Like just seeing them die in person, or just not even in person, just if you see them like die through a video or a photo or something, anything, it's just scarring. It's insane. And I never want it to happen again. Like the next time it happens, hopefully it's by natural causes and not by an accident or something. Like Toby brought so much joy into my life, and now he's not on this earth anymore. His body's still here, but he's not here like spiritually. Like he's just not here. He's here physically, but mentally and spiritually he's not here. He's somewhere else. Probably in another dimension. Or just in a void. It's just it's crazy. It's a crazy world we live in. And yeah, we can't escape death. And that's the end of the video, you guys. Just take care and see ya. Oh, and guys, I forgot to mention, but a really odd coincidence happened where I was watching a Mr. Beast video where he buried himself alive and he had to stay in a coffin for 50 hours and he was underground. So yeah, I watched that last night, which is really a really odd coincidence. And me and my friend Roy also talked about the crazy stuff we saw on Reddit. But yeah, just take care and stay safe, you guys.